Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review. And today we're taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con 2024 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection, Too Bad. And huge thank you to the folks over at Mattel for sending this out to me to review. I do appreciate it. To be honest with you, I'm not the biggest collector of the cartoon collection or the retro stuff from Masters of the Universe. I have a few of those figures and I do enjoy them, but they're not really lines that I'm all in on. I just kind of cherry pick them. But I was interested in this set because it just looks so insane, you know? I think Too Bad is one of those characters that perfectly exemplifies like the whole vibe of Masters of the Universe, you know? It's like a crazy character with a crazy design and a silly name. So I like Too Bad quite a bit and I wanted to get this set. So I was super happy when Mattel said they were going to send this out to me. That way I don't have to fight to get it at the convention and I could give you guys a review right now. So I'm excited. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, starting off with the packaging. They really went all out with the packaging. It is so dope. Starting off on this side here, we get some really cool looking artwork of Too Bad, and I really like this design here. It's kind of like a picture frame or something. Down here it does say Too Bad and cartoon collection. Up top it says He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and just look at all the detail in the artwork here. That looks so cool. And then swinging the box around to this side, we get a look at the two characters kind of facing off a little bit. And then here they both are on the back, and then we get a little bit of information about the two. I love this wraparound artwork too. That's super dope. And then over here we get some more arguing. This is all your fault. And then on the top of the box, we get some information about each individual character. Batara and Tuvar. It's ridiculous, man. But yeah, this is so cool. And this is a slipcover, so when you take this off, bam, look at that. Some more really dope looking artwork. Damn, it kind of blends in with the Unparalleled Universe background there. But man, this is so cool. I love all this right here. And then I love how like the split is right in between the two characters. You split it up, boom, then you have them separately. Man, that is so... Damn, they killed it with the artwork. This looks so good. And then when you turn this around, boom, you have both figures hanging out right there. It's kind of hard to see everything because there's a bunch of glare, but this would be dope just to display it like this. Man, this is such a crazy set. Oh, you know what? Earlier I said this was like a picture frame. It's some kind of mirror. My bad. I don't know. I'm not like an expert on all the Masters of the Universe characters lore, so feel free to let me know what's up with that mirror. But yeah, man, the packaging is crazy. They really went all out and it just looks super, super dope. But enough about the pretty box. Let's go ahead and get these guys out and take a look. Okay, so here we have Tuvar and Batara right out of their box. And man, this is a really fun set. Both of these figures are very cool. And you know, to be honest with you, like I mentioned before, I do have a couple of the cartoon collection figures, but I've never opened them. I just kept them in the packaging. I thought they looked cool in box. I was going to hang them on the wall, and I never really intended to open them up because I didn't think that I would have fun playing around with these figures because of the articulation and like the retro nature of them, you know? I didn't think they would be like fun to pose, but I was wrong with that. These guys right here are my first in-hand experience with these figures, and I'm really impressed with the fun factor and the posability. The articulation is very limited, but there's still a lot you could do, so I'm definitely having fun with these guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at each one of these very quickly, starting off with Tuvar, and then we'll mash them up. But yeah, not a whole lot going on with the sculpt or anything. It's very smooth. It has like a cartoon aesthetic, obviously. A lot of these figures share the same body and they just have different like added pieces like the forearm gauntlets and the boots here, you know. And then the chest piece is unique to this character. And then the crazy looking head sculpt. So I really do like this head sculpt. He looks insane with his big old yellow eyes and creepy smile. So yeah, that's nice. But aside from that, there's not a whole lot of details to talk about. I do love the bright blue color. I think I like him the most out of the set here. I mean, I thought I was gonna like Batara more because he's purple, but this guy right here has just been a lot of fun. Like, he was the first one I played with, and as soon as I took him out of the box, I was like, oh man, this is awesome, and I started to open up my other cartoon collection figures. So yeah, man. And now taking a look at Batara, this guy is awesome too. I really love the deep dark purple color that he has, and yeah, he just looks cool. Like I said before, he does have the same body as Tuvar, but different forearms and lower legs, and obviously a different head sculpt. His head sculpt is cool too, man. Again, both of these guys just look insane with their big, crazy looking eyes and weird, monstrous faces. These guys do have a very cool design. So yeah, Batara is pretty nice as well. And they don't come with a whole bunch of accessories, but they do come with this. And this thing is called the Mirror of Avatar. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. I did see the artwork for this on the box, and I didn't realize that it was something significant. I thought it was just like some cool box art, but I guess this has something to do with the characters. Let me know in the comments because, you know, I'm not 100% up on all of my Masters of the Universe lore, so I would like to learn more about this mirror, but it does look really cool. They did a great job sculpting it. It's extremely detailed. It's got a whole lot of paintwork, and it looks really nice. And then right here in the frame, there's like a face that kind of changes depending on how you position it. I don't know. It's not really changing that much, but yeah, this does look really cool. They also come with a mini comic, and I freaking love this. I love that all of these cartoon and retro figures come with mini comics. I feel like every figure should come with some type of mini comic or trading card or something that gives you a description of the characters. But man, this is so dope. Look at the artwork. And I like how the characters on here kind of look different than their classic looks. They look a little bit more futuristic or something. Like, look at Tuvar. He's got like, well, it looks like he has metal arms, but I guess that's just his armor. But he's got that crazy looking Weapon X type helmet. That's dope. But yeah, and then back here, Batara's wearing a jacket, 90s style. But yeah, this is cool, man. I love that they came with the comic book. So that's pretty much the only accessory they come with other than this torso piece. And, you know, obviously this torso piece is so that you can put together Too Bad out of these two characters. And that's another cool thing about these figures that I was unaware of, that like a lot of their body parts pop off so you can kind of swap pieces between like the different characters. So, you know, that's perfect for this type of thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and put him together. Boom, there he is. Too Bad, or there they are. Too Bad. I like this a lot, like better than the individual versions of the characters, because this is so unique right here, you know, compared to the other cartoon collection figures. But yeah, you could take off like all the body parts. I noticed that on some of the other cartoon collection stuff, you can't remove the legs, so that is unique to this figure as well. Too Bad has such a crazy design. I think he's such an awesome villain. Like, I don't know too much about the character itself, but I remember when the Masterverse figure came out, I was really impressed. I was like, man, this is so silly and insane and just awesome. So yeah, I really love the Masterverse version of this, and now I really love this cartoon collection version, because this is just crazy. But yeah, since we've already looked at the accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at some size comparisons. And for some quick size comparisons, here we have Too Bad alongside the Masters of the Universe cartoon collection He-Man and Beast-Man. And I really do love the way they all look together. They've got a very cool aesthetic. It'll be nice to have like a full shelf of these guys. But yeah, they look very cool, man. They do have like a fun, smooth, kind of animated feel to them, and there's just something about them when you see a bunch of them together. And then here we have them alongside the Masters of the Universe meets Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello. On the opposite side, we have the Masters of the Universe Origins Fangor, and I think they look pretty cool together. And then here we have them alongside the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Return to New York Raphael and the Super 7 Toxic Crusader. And then, of course, here we have them alongside the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Bucky Cap. And then here we have them alongside some of my favorite Masterverse figures. On the left, we have the Masterverse Too Bad. And then on the right, we have the Masterverse 40th Anniversary He-Man. And then for a couple of quick size comparisons with them separated, here we have them alongside He-Man. And then there they are alongside Beast-Man. And then here we have them alongside that Donatello figure. And man, these Masters of the Universe turtle figures are really dope. I need to get more of them. But yeah, there you go for size comparisons. So I know that articulation isn't necessarily something that people look for in these types of figures, but I did want to cover it because I'll be honest with you, I'm having way more fun playing with these figures and posing them around than I was expecting to. Initially, I thought these guys weren't going to move at all. Like, I saw the articulation points and I was like, oh yeah, you know, those things are just going to stand there. But as soon as I took Tuvar out of the box, I found myself like, you know, having a whole lot of fun just posing them around. And you can't get them into anything crazy dynamic. The articulation is very simple and basic, but it's all very fun, you know. You could get them into simple, basic poses, and it's just enjoyable to play around with these figures. They feel good, and what little joints are there move really well. So I was pleasantly surprised with the hand-friendly fun factor of these guys considering the limited articulation. And yeah, I'm just having fun, and I think that that's the most important thing. But let's go ahead and take a look, starting off with the heads. So both heads are on little ball joints. That means they can look side to side, which is really nice. Get a little bit of tilt action depending on how you have it positioned. This one seems to get a little bit more tilt action, so that's cool. They can look up to about right there, which is decent, not a whole lot. And then they could look down to right there, which, you know, it's not a whole lot, obviously. And then for the torso, no like diaphragm cut or anything fancy like that, just a simple waist swivel. And then for the arms kind of crack me up, man, because it's like, it's not like a ball joint, like an independent ball joint or anything. There's just a peg that sticks into the torso at an angle that has a hinge. So you can hinge his arms up like that, which is cool. And then like the arms rotate at an awkward angle because of like the way that the peg is in there. It's in there like sideways. So, you know, like his arm just kind of moves weird, you know. But I think it's pretty cool because then, being that his arm is at that weird angle, you could get his arms in front of him a pretty good amount, even without like any type of like, you know, butterfly joint or anything like that. You could still get his arms in front of him for like punch or boxing poses or whatever. You know, I'm talking about these poses like these figures could actually get in good poses, but they can't. They're just fun to mess with. So I don't know. This is a funny one to cover. And then he does have single joints at the elbows, which is nice. He has a wrist swivel and then a hinge at the hand. Yeah, these arms crack me up, man. And then for the legs, they're on little ball joints, so you could bring his leg up to about right there. You bring it back to about right there. Come out to the side a really nice amount. And they can kind of rotate on the ball joint in there. And then he does have single joints at the knees. And he also has a swivel at the knee. He has a boot swivel. And then the foot could go forward to right there, come up to right there. And then he does have rocking ankles. So yeah, like I said, man, no crazy articulation. It's all very simple and basic and goofy in a lot of areas. But ultimately, I've been having a whole lot of fun playing around with these figures. I was like pleasantly surprised. As soon as I took it out of the box, I was like, oh man, these are fun. I think a big part of it is just like the way everything feels, you know? Everything moves smooth and just feels good. But yeah, man, these guys are a lot of fun to pose around and play with, even though articulation is very limited. Alrighty, so overall, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, the dust settles, and it's all said and done, this is a really, really fun set. And you know what? It kind of caught me by surprise in a couple of different ways. First off, I didn't know that this was going to be a thing where you can like merge the two figures together and have two bad. I thought it was just going to be a 2-pack of the two different characters. I thought it was going to be Tuvar and Batara. And then I thought maybe later on down the road, they'd put out 2-bad or a torso or something to bring it all together. So the fact that you could do all this in one set is really cool. Another way it caught me by surprise is how much fun these figures are to actually pose around and play with, even with the limited articulation. I've been having a blast messing around with these figures, even though I can't get them into Spider-Man type poses or whatever. It's still fun just to play around with them, so that's cool. And yeah, just in general, this is a really fun set, and it really opened my eyes to like the appeal of the cartoon collection and the retro stuff. Because for me, the cartoon collection looks amazing, but when I saw the figures, I was like, yeah, those look cool in the packaging, but I don't think I'd have fun playing around with them. So I was going to keep the ones that I have in the package and just hang them on the wall or something, because the packaging art looks beautiful. So I just thought it was cool like that. But this set right here inspired me to open up all of my cartoon collection figures, and I've just been having a blast messing around with them. All of them are cool. They are all so much fun. And if you're a big fan of the cartoon collection, I think that you'll love this set. I just hope it's not too difficult to get, because, you know, it is a Comic-Con exclusive. So I hope like they make it available to people that aren't at Comic-Con. And even if you're at Comic-Con, hopefully you don't have too much trouble getting it, because exclusives, it's always kind of crazy. So good luck to everybody that wants it. But yeah, I think that collectors of the cartoon line will be really happy with this set. It's a whole lot of fun, and I'm thankful that Mattel sent it out to me to review. I do appreciate it. Huge shout out to them. Be sure to check out Mattel Creations and all that good stuff. I can't wait to see what else they have in the Masters of the Universe realm during Comic-Con. I really hope we see some more exciting Masterverse. I would like to see this exact same setup for Masterverse. I think that would be super dope. But yeah, huge thank you to Mattel for sending this out. And with that, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Also, be sure to hit the bell notification so you know every time that I go live. Thank you very much. Peace.